Hello, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are dedicating the entire countdown to one of the most exciting, most distinctive, and most passionately debated materials in modern watchmaking: bronze. Few developments in recent watch history have generated as much enthusiasm, as much collector devotion, and as much genuine horological conversation as the rise of the bronze case watch, and for very good reason. Bronze is alive in a way that stainless steel is not. It develops a patina over time, a rich, warm, ever-deepening character that is entirely unique to its wearer's skin chemistry, environment, and lifestyle. No two bronze watches age identically. Every bronze watch becomes, over months and years of wearing, an unrepeatable object, a record of its owner's life written in oxidized copper and tin. Today's 10 picks span the full breadth of what bronze watchmaking looks like across the market, from outstanding accessible entries to some of the most desirable and prestigious bronze references in production. This is the definitive bronze watch countdown. Let's get into it. Number 10. Seiko Prospex SPB237 Bronze Diver. The Seiko Prospex SPB237 is the entry point on today's list and immediately establishes the standard that every bronze watch at this price should aspire to: a generously specified, beautifully characterful automatic diver that delivers the full bronze experience with genuine Seiko tool watch substance behind it. The SPB237 presents in a warm, richly toned bronze case of excellent proportion, paired with a dial of deeply appealing earthy character, a combination of tones that complements the bronze material with an organic naturalness that speaks directly to the material's connection to the natural world. The cushion-shaped turtle case is one of Seiko's most comfortable and most distinctive wearing shapes, sitting on the wrist with a distributed, easy weight that makes it an ideal companion through long days of active wear. Inside beats the caliber 6R35 automatic movement, one of Seiko's finest and most reliable calibers, delivering an outstanding 70-hour power reserve that places it comfortably ahead of most competitors at this price point, while 200 meters of water resistance confirms its credentials as a genuine tool watch built for real outdoor and aquatic use. The SPB237 will begin its patination journey from the first day on the wrist, developing warmth and depth of character that will make this particular watch, on this particular wrist, over this particular lifetime, entirely and unrepeatable one's own. As an introduction to bronze watchmaking, it is exceptional. The Seiko Prospex SPB237 Bronze Diver retails for approximately $850 USD. Number 9. Citizen Promaster Tough Bronze. The Citizen Promaster Tough Bronze is Citizen's statement that bronze watchmaking should be accessible, practical, and technically intelligent all at once, and it delivers on all three counts with the directness and confidence that the Promaster name has always carried. The Tough Bronze pairs a warmly toned bronze case and bezel with the full professional dive watch specification that the Promaster line demands: 200 meters of water resistance, a unidirectional elapsed time bezel, bold, luminous hands, and indices of outstanding legibility, and a robust case construction built to withstand the demands of genuine outdoor and water use without hesitation or compromise. What distinguishes the Tough Bronze most meaningfully from its bronze competitors at this price is the movement inside. Citizen's EcoDrive solar caliber, converting light into the stored energy that runs the watch indefinitely without battery replacement. The combination of a living bronze case that changes with every passing month and a movement that asks nothing of its owner beyond exposure to light is a deeply satisfying pairing. Two forms of natural energy, one expressed in the oxidizing patina of the case, one captured in the solar cell beneath the dial, working together in a watch of genuine character and genuine intelligence. The bronze patina on the Tough Bronze will develop with particular warmth given the material's interaction with the saltwater environments this watch was built to inhabit. The Citizen Promaster Tough Bronze retails for approximately $650–750 USD. Number 8. Tissot Seastar 1000 Powermatic 80 Bronze. The Tissot Seastar 1000 Powermatic 80 Bronze is the Swiss entry point on today's list, and it makes that entry with the characteristic Tissot combination of genuine technical substance and outstanding value clarity that distinguishes the brand's best references across every category it touches. The bronze case and matching bronze unidirectional bezel give the Seastar 1000 Bronze an immediate, commanding warmth and visual presence that the standard stainless steel version, accomplished as it is, cannot replicate. A richness of tone and material personality that transforms the already excellent Seastar platform into something altogether more characterful and more collectible. 300 meters of water resistance with a ceramic insert bezel delivers the professional diving credentials that the Seastar 1000 has always provided. And the Powermatic 80 movement inside ensures that the benchmark 80-hour power reserve keeps the watch running through a full long weekend without attention. The dial is clean, bold, and purposefully legible, everything a professional dive watch dial should be. And the bronze case's patination will deepen and warm over time, turning each Seastar 1000 bronze into an incrementally more characterful and more personally distinguished object with every month of wearing. For the price of many standard stainless steel dive watches from less accomplished makers, Tissot delivers Swiss engineering, 300-meter professional credentials, and the living beauty of bronze in a single, highly persuasive package. The Tissot Seastar 1000 Powermatic 80 bronze retails for approximately $850 USD. Number 7. Rado Captain Cook Bronze. The Rado Captain Cook Bronze is one of the most visually striking and most materially interesting bronze watches in the mid-market. A watch that takes Rado's celebrated vintage diver reissue and elevates it into something of even greater warmth, character, and collecting appeal through the addition of a bronze case that suits the 1962-inspired design with a perfection that feels almost inevitable in retrospect. The cushion case, domed sapphire crystal, and vintage-inspired dial of the Captain Cook translate into bronze with extraordinary naturalness, the material's inherent warmth amplifying the already generous vintage character of the design until the two become inseparable, each enhancing the other in a combination of case material and case architecture that ranks among the most satisfying in the current bronze watch market. Rado's execution of the bronze case is precise and confident, and the dial options, in warm tones that echo and complement the case color with deliberate harmony, are executed with the quality of surface finishing and applied detail that Rado brings consistently to the Captain Cook collection's best references. The automatic movement inside provides reliable Swiss timekeeping with the power reserve appropriate to an everyday sports watch, and the overall package on a leather, rubber, or vintage-style bracelet wears with a charm and distinction that makes it one of the most talked about and most admired bronze watches at its price level. The Rado Captain Cook Bronze retails for approximately $1,800–$2,200 USD depending on configuration. Number 6. Oris Divers 65 Bronze. The Oris Divers 65 Bronze is the watch that arguably more than any other single reference is responsible for the current enthusiasm for bronze in the mid-market. The watch that demonstrated to a generation of collectors that bronze was not merely a novelty material, but a legitimate and deeply rewarding choice for a mechanical watch of genuine character and genuine Swiss craft. When Oris introduced the 65 Bronze, the combination of the watch's already celebrated vintage cushion case design, its domed crystal warmth, and the richly earthy tones of a bronze case and bezel created an object of such immediate and unanimous appeal that it quickly became one of the brand's most sought-after and most discussed references. The 40mm cushion case in bronze wears with a weight and warmth on the wrist that stainless steel simply cannot replicate, a substantive, organic presence that feels fundamentally different from metal that never changes. The dial color choices developed for the bronze variants, warm creams, earthy greens, and rich dark tones, are chosen with a care for material harmony that confirms Oris's genuine understanding of what makes bronze watchmaking special. The Sellita SW200-based automatic movement provides reliable Swiss mechanical timekeeping with a 38-hour power reserve, and the rubber strap, leather strap, or bronze-colored bracelet options each complete the watch differently but equally convincingly. As the watch that started so many collectors' bronze journeys, the Oris Divers 65 Bronze holds a special place in the recent history of the material, and on the wrist, it justifies every word of that reputation. The Oris Divers 65 Bronze retails for approximately $2,200 USD dies. Number 5. Hamilton Khaki Navy Scuba Bronze. The Hamilton Khaki Navy Scuba Bronze is a watch that brings the brand's celebrated military and naval heritage into the bronze category with a purposefulness and a quality of execution that immediately establishes it as one of the finest and most compelling bronze dive watches available at its price point. The Khaki Navy Scuba has long been one of Hamilton's most respected aquatic references, a serious, robustly constructed dive watch with genuine professional credentials. And the bronze version adds a layer of material character and collecting interest that transforms it from an excellent dive instrument into an outstanding and highly desirable one. The bronze case develops its patina with the rich, warm directionality of a watch built to live near saltwater, precisely the environment that accelerates bronze's natural aging most beautifully. And the dial colors selected for the bronze variant complement the case tone with a considered organic harmony. The automatic movement provides a reliable power reserve appropriate to the watch's professional dive brief, and the overall construction, 300 meters of water resistance, unidirectional bezel, generous lume application, delivers the complete dive watch specification without concession. Hamilton's military heritage adds a depth of meaning to the Khaki Navy Scuba Bronze that purely fashion-driven bronze watches cannot claim. This is a material choice made in the context of real watchmaking history, and it is all the more compelling for it. The Hamilton Khaki Navy Scuba Bronze retails for approximately $1,195 USD. Number 4. Panerai Submersible Bronzo. The Panerai Submersible Bronzo is the watch that placed bronze firmly and permanently on the map of serious luxury sports watchmaking. The reference that demonstrated to the collecting world's most discerning segment that bronze was not an affordable watch novelty, but a material of genuine prestige and genuine collecting gravitas. Panerai's history with bronze is the most celebrated in the industry. The original Luminor Submersible 1950 Bronzo of 2011 is widely credited as the reference that began the modern bronze watch era, and its descendants, of which the current submersible Bronzo is the most accomplished, continue to set the standard against which every other bronze dive watch is measured. The 47mm cushion case in Panerai's proprietary bronze alloy, formulated to develop a rich, warm patina without the greenish discoloration associated with lesser bronze compositions, is an object of commanding physical presence, wearing on the wrist with the substantial, unapologetic authority of a watch that has never sought permission for its proportions. The sandwich dial construction, a Panerai signature of immense character and outstanding low-light legibility, presents the indices in 3 dimensions against the dial background, and the overall aesthetic of military diving instrument seriousness is carried through every detail of the design with the consistency and conviction that Panerai's 40-year relationship with the Italian Navy's combat diving units lends absolute authenticity. The Panerai in-house P9210 automatic movement delivers a 72-hour power reserve with the finishing quality that the exhibition case backy invites examination of, and the overall ownership experience of a submersible Bronzo, the weight, the presence, the patination, the history, is one that no specification in print can adequately communicate. The Panerai Submersible Bronzo retails for approximately $13,500 USD. Number 3. Tudor Black Bay Bronze. The Tudor Black Bay Bronze is, for a great many collectors, the definitive bronze watch. The reference that established the absolute benchmark for what a bronze sports watch of serious intent, serious quality, and serious collecting appeal looks and feels like, and that continues to hold that benchmark position against every challenger that the market's enthusiasm for the material has subsequently produced. Tudor's decision to introduce the Black Bay in bronze was a statement of considerable confidence, placing one of the watch world's most celebrated and most beloved modern reissue designs in a material of fundamental character transformation, and the result justified that confidence so completely and so immediately that it became one of the most discussed and most desired watch releases of its year. The 43mm cushion case in a warm-toned bronze alloy wears with the Black Bay's characteristic commanding presence, amplified by the organic warmth of the material into something even more engaging and more arresting than the already excellent stainless steel versions. The snowflake hands, Tudor's most iconic and most immediately recognizable design signature, wear in bronze with a quality of visual contrast against the warm, earthy dial that feels designed by someone who understood precisely what bronze would do to the aesthetic of this particular watch. The MT5601 in-house automatic movement with its 70-hour power reserve is one of the finest calibers at this price level in the industry, KOSC certified, beautifully finished, and possessed of a reliability and longevity that Tudor's manufacturer credentials fully support. On a leather strap, a fabric strap, or the rivet bracelet that Tudor makes available for the Black Bay, this watch achieves a completeness and a satisfaction of wearing that very few watches at any price match. The Tudor Black Bay Bronze retails for approximately $4,150 USD. Number 2. Zenith Pilot Type 20 Extra Special Bronze. The Zenith Pilot Type 20 Extra Special Bronze occupies a position on today's list that is entirely and fascinatingly its own. A bronze watch that arrives not from the diving world, but from the equally storied and equally compelling world of aviation watchmaking. And that brings to the bronze conversation a set of historical references, design credentials, and horological substance that distinguishes it immediately and completely from every other watch on this list. The Type 20 takes its name and its design language from the large-format onion-crown pilot watches of the 1920s and 1930s, the era of pioneering long-distance aviation, when accurate timekeeping was a matter of navigational survival, and watches were built to a scale and a legibility that the conditions of open cockpit flight demanded. The 45mm bronze case is imposing and historically resonant in equal measure, wearing on the wrist with the weight and presence of a watch that is consciously and proudly out of the ordinary. The oversized onion crown is functionally correct and historically faithful, designed for operation with flight gloves, a detail that roots the Type 20 in genuine working aviation heritage rather than aesthetic borrowing. The large Arabic numerals, bold baton hands, and cream-toned dial create a composition of outstanding vintage legibility that the bronze case material surrounds with a warmth and period-appropriate character of extraordinary conviction. Powering the Type 20 Extra Special Bronze is Zenith's Elite 679 automatic movement, a caliber of 50-hour power reserve and considerable Zenith craft heritage, visible through the exhibition case back with the finishing quality that the local manufacturer investment provides. As the bronze watch that brings aviation history to the materials conversation, the Zenith Pilot Type 20 Extra Special Bronze is unique, distinguished, and deeply compelling. The Zenith Pilot Type 20 Extra Special Bronze retails for approximately $8,900 USD. Number 1. IWC Big Pilot's Watch. Spitfire Bronze. The IWC Big Pilot's Watch Spitfire Bronze takes the top position on today's list as the most prestigious, most historically resonant, and most completely accomplished bronze watch available in the market today. A timepiece that brings together IWC's unmatched pilot watch heritage, one of aviation history's most beloved and most emotionally charged names, and the material qualities of bronze in a combination of such total coherence and such undeniable magnificence that its position at the summit of today's countdown admits no serious argument. The Spitfire designation connects this watch directly to the Supermarine Spitfire, the legendary British fighter aircraft whose role in the Second World War has secured its place as one of the most admired and most emotionally significant machines in aviation history. And IWC's long-standing association with the Spitfire and with British aviation heritage gives this reference an authenticity and a weight of meaning that is felt genuinely and physically in the wearing of it. The 43mm bronze case carries the Big Pilot's Watch's architectural authority and commanding presence with a warmth and an organic beauty that the material uniquely provides. A watch that announces itself with the confidence of IWC's finest pilot reference, while developing, over time, the deeply personal patination that makes every bronze watch an unrepeatable individual object. The dial is a masterclass in pilot watch design discipline, warm-toned, deeply legible, and possessed of the unhurried confidence of an instrument made for a purpose of genuine consequence. The large crown, a Big Pilot's Watch signature as functionally significant as the Panerai crown it parallels in the dive world, is precise and satisfying in operation, and the overall scale and proportion of the watch on the wrist communicates without equivocation that this is a timepiece of serious intent and serious accomplishment. Inside beats the IWC-manufactured caliber 82-100 automatic movement, a 60-hour power reserve caliber of beautiful finishing, CO-SC chronometer certification, and the long-term reliability that IWC's Schaffhausen manufacture brings to every movement it produces. The exhibition case back reveals the movement's architecture with a generosity of view that rewards the examination of fine mechanical finishing in the warmest possible light.